Hi, everybody. CohhCarnage here with my thoughts video on Stalker 2. I just finished Stalker 2, my first run. Funny enough, we're not going to have any spoilers in this thoughts video, but I will say the run that I did early on, I realized I had kind of accidentally picked a side, and it wasn't the side that I would have picked normally, but I did decide to lean into that decision, and we did all the way to the end of the game. Because of that, this entire playthrough has not been one that I have ideologically aligned with, but it has been incredibly entertaining, amazing from beginning to end, and now clocking in at, what, chat, over 100 hours? Or close to it. I am baffled by this game. And the reason I say that is because I am a Stalker fan. Stalker, Shadows of Chernobyl, Clear Sky, and Call of Pripyat. One of my favorite franchises. The things that I loved about them so much was how they are so immersive, how they make you live in that environment. And when they announced Stalker 2, and especially after I saw some of the first part of Stalker 2, I was like, oh, they're going a different direction with it. Like, this isn't the Stalker I'm used to, but I'll give it a try. Like, you know, they're clearly taking a more narrative angle. Like, when they were showing the stuff for this, it was a lot of cutscenes. It was a lot of emotional dialogue delivery. It was a lot of stuff that, frankly, I was not used to seeing in Stalker. Stalker, the three previous ones, really don't have many cutscenes. The story is almost Dark Soulsy in the ways where you kind of have to find it yourself. So I came into Stalker 2 with a relatively open mind. I was really excited for it, but I kind of knew that things were going to be, you know, not my style. Now that I finished the game, I can safely say, somehow, they took everything I loved from the franchise, made almost all of it better with a few key parts, and then somehow on top of that overlaid an almost AAA quality narratively delivered story. There we go. With nearly, I mean, it looks like full mocap cutscenes, although I don't know if it is, but my God, the facial animations and the way that they talk to you are so natural and immersive. The dialogue was awesome. The voice acting was awesome. Like, again, I'm baffled by this project. It's crazy how good everything is. And it just, every single part of it kind of surpassed my expectations for this game. Now, as this is the only thoughts video a lot of you will see, there is some very important stuff I need to mention. One of the core systems of this game, A-Life, was not working for the majority of my playthrough, and just now we got a patch that kind of sort of fixed it, but it's not there yet. That missing in my playthrough definitely was a letdown, considering that system worked really well in the three previous ones. I hope by the time you watch this video that maybe A-Life is working. Right now, it's kind of hobbling. When I started, it was off. But now it's kind of hobbling, and I'm hearing good things. So hopefully in your playthrough, you'll have a better experience with that. But I do need to mention that in my playthrough, not only was it not on, but the stopgap measures they used for it were actually like super immersion breaking. It was pretty bad. But hopefully now you don't have to deal with that. So that was honestly one of the worst parts of the game for me, was the fact that A-Life wasn't working properly. But hopefully, as of the last patch, it's working a lot better. So that's good. To kind of this, we're going to go ahead and wrap up this thoughts video. Guys, this game is incredible. The music was awesome. And in combat, it blew me away how many times that I would just find myself like jamming out to the combat music. The level and the world, the levels underground and the world and everything you can explore, there's no other game that does it this immersively. Be it the sound effects, be it the how organic all the level design is, how realistic the map and everything is. Like, there is no other game that does immersion better than this game. And it's weird saying that, but for me, that's exactly what this game was. It was arguably the most immersive game that I've ever played. Just running around overweight was engaging and entertaining, which is, again, strangely, it's just wild how much it is, and how good it was. And yeah, now that I'm done, the first thing I thought of with my over 100-hour playthrough is, man, I can't wait to do another playthrough to try the other side. Baffling. Just incredible. So as we come to the end of this thoughts video, which is basically just me ranting about how much I love this game, I really loved this game. I will say, in my final words, I don't feel like it's for everyone, because this is the type of game where I would argue, God, 50+% of this content is not on the main storyline. And that alone makes this not a game for everyone. It's one of those types of games where if you want to live in the zone, if you want to be immersed, it will give you every tool in the sandbox to immerse you. But if you're not the kind of player that wants to be immersed like that, it's going to be a relatively, although I do really think the narrative and everything was a lot of fun, it's going to be a completely different experience. The game is definitely designed to be a slow burn as you live in the zone and work through it. It is not designed as a Metro style narrative driven adventure where you're constantly being pushed to the next objective. That is not what this game is about. So I do need to make sure, if you're watching this video and you've never heard of S.T.A.L.K.E.R franchise, make sure you know what you're getting into before you pick it up, because I don't want to call it niche, but honestly, it is kind of niche. This gameplay is a little niche. So just keep that in mind. But if that is your kind of thing, if you are looking for a world that you can literally just get lost in and live in for probably over 100 hours, I'd say this is a great game to check out. Anyway, this has been one of the more rambling thoughts videos I've ever done, because I've got a bajillion ideas going on in my head, and they're all just to remember to talk about how awesome the game is. So I'm going to end this thoughts video by saying this game is awesome. Kudos to the team for making it, especially given the circumstances of this game's development. Makes an already impressive package even more impressive. And I'll tell you this right now, we will be following along with this project closely as everything gets done, and I am already looking forward to the next time we can do a full playthrough of this game and do everything there is to do again. It's going to be great. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Have a great one. See you all later. Bye-bye.